Barston. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Y'all need some more. Boy, I tell you.
There we
Good
go.
morning. It's Friday. How y'all doing?
It is
Shout
Friday.
out
It
to the
is.
lively people outside there.
This
We
one of
living.
the longest
We
weeks I've been
living.
through, I feel.
Huh?
It
This
definitely
week
has been a long ass
Has
week.
been long. Like I thought Friday. Since Tuesday, I thought it was supposed to be Friday. And it has never been Friday until today. And I think that's crazy. That is crazy.
I agree that it has indeed been a long week.
Yes, it has been a long week, and we have made it. I know that you guys are starting to trickle into the room, so we'll give you some time. But those of you that are here early and on time, because when you are early, you are on time. And when you are on time, you are late.
What y'all think about that record we just heard?
What was it? Who was it? Tell us the story.
That was French Montana and the one they call Sway Lee.
But it was somebody else who was singing the deep voice.
And you said Sway Lee is from Ray Shremmond, right?
Yeah, that's Sway Lee from Ray Shremmond, but that's a sample. My love.
Is it from Young?
I like
Yeah.
it.
That's like a Sam Smith sound like.
Yes,
Oh, is it Sam
Young Blue?
I don't
Don't
know.
Young Blue got
No,
a
that's
thick
not
voice?
Young Blue. That was a white man. My love, doctor. That's one of them pop songs. That was.
Who was it? That little one that was in Game of Thrones?
Yes, I don't know who that is. But
I don't know either.
Me either. But it's a nice song. It's a nice
like it.
It's called
vibey.
"Wish You Well." French Montana, Sway Lee. "Wish You
I
Well."
like French Montana. Period.
I'm a fan of Frenchie, and I like Sway Lee too.
And they did a song together before, didn't
They
they?
do.
the one in the back.
You
Yeah.
are everything.
No,
Dun, 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 dun.
the song's playing in the background, and it's called "The Distance." No.
No.
That was my bad. That's unforgettable.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Unforgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds
Yeah.
like this.
No, Unforgettable is a little bit
Sound like
more.
this.
You are unforgettable.
This is Omarion. Distance.
This is
Oh,
definitely
Omarion.
This is Omarion.
He
This
got
is tempted to touch you in the middle.
is
something like that.
Omarion the one that sing
Icebox.
yes, there to go. Icebox
And
where my heart
bump,
used to
bump,
be.
bump, bump.
Bum, bum, bum.
Baby, come around and let me see your sexy body go bum bum bum. I like that song. That's a nice song.
Yes, that was written.
I like all those little gimmicky songs that make me want to blush. You know, like
That was written by the man Sir Kelly.
who is he?
Sir Robert Kelly.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, our good pedophile,
Mr. Bump and Grind.
Mr. Bump the.
Somebody posted a thing the other day and said, if R. Kelly had a concert tomorrow, I'm going to be there. And I was like, front row.
I would have to be there only by streaming, like streaming that I'm in my house watching it and having a good time, but nobody else knows that I'm watching because I can't be caught up in that.
No, I'm going to go to it. I'm going to go to it.
And then after that, he's gonna. No, you're too old. So I was gonna say he's gonna touch you, but you are too old for him. He do not like you.
I am not his demographic.
His target market is not that. Yes, so I'm telling you the truth.
Would y'all go to the Dancing with the Stars live tour?
No.
If you got free tickets, would you go?
Not me.
No, but I would go to a cheerleading competition that I was recently invited to. Like for Dancing with the
What?
Stars, it seems too pomp and
Where?
circumstance to me.
Why?
You know, like what do I wear? Do I have to wear a little costume as well? Because I wouldn't feel right if I didn't have on a little shimmery costume with some
it's
carnival
not like they're gonna
leggings.
invite you out to go to do the Paso Doble.
But
You don't
still,
have to be,
I feel like I gotta be in character to go to Dancing with the Stars.
No, I don't think so.
I gotta wear a suit and a
I
little
would go to
shoe.
Dancing with the Stars in memory of my grandmother who loved dancing in the stars.
Dancing in the Stars.
Dancing in the Stars.
Dancing in the stars. Dancing in the stars.
That girl loved her some Dancing in the Stars. I liked it.
Ay, ay, ay.
Quick check in, Miss Tony. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling better. I had a very, very, very tough emotional week. If you guys don't know it, and I think many people know it, I'm super sensitive. I'm very, very, very sensitive. And so I had to take a mental health day yesterday. And I'm telling people, go ahead and do that. Prioritize your mental health. Take your mental health time when you need it. The Bible says guard your heart. That means taking care of your mental health as well. And do that. Do that for yourself whenever you need to do it all the time.
We talked about therapy yesterday on the show and how it's so important that when you start to realize that you're not processing things correctly or in a healthy manner, that maybe it's time to seek professional help.
I know that my therapist now knows that I am the reason that she became a therapist. It is me that she was put here to save. And so thank you. Shout out to her. She's amazing. You guys, Coogee Wellness Center, excellent place to go for your care. They care about you and they have a focus on
Say that again.
Coogee Wellness.
Coogee Chakalia.
They have it's Coogee Jagalia Wellness Center. They have a focus on cultural mental health, which is very, very, very important.
Yes,
and
that
so,
is.
She's definitely helping me through a lot, and we'll probably have somebody from there come in and speak with us. I think we should do a Wellness Wednesday.
We should, and we absolutely should, because I think the stigma against mental health. I think mental health is two things. It's stigmatized and it's also trending.
Yeah.
So it's a very weird place to be because a lot of people are wanting to try it or attempt to try it, and they are kind of like, still, I ain't crazy, I ain't got no problems. Most of y'all out here are effing nuts.
Yeah, and like we all have just issues in general, but this post-COVID, post-apocalypse life that we're living is a different kind of thing. And so, everybody needs to be matched up to a therapist. Everybody, link up.
Post-COVID, post-Donald Trump.
Right, like we've been through some trauma in this lifetime. This is a traumatic lifetime that we're living in. And so now this Israeli war, and we don't know what to do with that. So get yourself a therapist. I'm telling you, they're out there. And I know that the therapists are overwhelmed. The therapists are seeking therapists as well. But get it. Y'all got to do that. And on another note, last evening we attended.
Wait, hold on. What was you? I was going to say
I
something
was
about
gonna say,
that.
Speaking of trauma, I met someone yesterday. It's very, very funny how people get triggered. I'm just speaking on somebody that I just met yesterday, and he was telling me how he went to an escape room. He went to an escape room with his family and stuff. And
Those are lit too.
and,
Good.
But they went to, you got to do certain things to get like some of the clues or whatever. And one of the things that triggered him was there was a piano that they had to play, and every time they hit a note, the piano would say something. It would say something disrespectful.
Oh.
Like, your mother doesn't love you.
Oh, God. What
Like-
escape room was this?
So he got triggered by it. He got triggered by it and lost it in the escape room.
Oh no, that's so terrible.
Oh, that's sad. And then you can't get out.
Yeah.
Unless you solve the problem, so you angry.
He was telling and he was saying, how people don't really understand what that really means. So you're selling the person that was playing that was doing the game, yo, let's figure out what we're doing first before you keep pressing them keys. Because every time you hit them keys, them notes ain't saying nothing nice to it. So just chill. It's just, you know what I mean? And I guess the person didn't understand that was really triggering him, and it ended up
Oh, that's awful.
The situation didn't turn
They
out
need to
good.
set a warning.
A disclaimer in the floor that this, if
Trigger
you have
warning.
a tough life, that this could trigger you, and you're in jail at this point.
I was just thinking about how that's
Yeah.
how insensitive or how you can
Sensitive.
get triggered, or how sensitive
Mental health is,
how easy people can get triggered in life. You never know.
It's awful. On another note, a better note, we went to see last night Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. That was quite interesting. Our guy did his thing. This is my guy here, and he played Sweeney Todd. I wasn't familiar with
What is the man's name?
Sweeney Todd. His name
It's
is
Davon or Devron.
Devron
Yes.
Monroe.
Devon.
And he played the leading role, Sweeney Todd. Here is the playbill. And it was quite an interesting thing. They did give us a content warning, speaking of warnings: murder, cannibalism, sexual assault, gunshots, violence, and loud, sudden noises. And
Loud noises.
this play was quite entertaining. It was quite entertaining.
It was
Did you know that the movie drama stars Johnny Depp?
yeah.
Oh, that
I
makes
didn't
sense.
know that.
It's a Tim Burton. production.
Oh,
Is it?
shut up.
Y'all didn't know that?
No, we didn't
No.
know, Tristan.
I did
It's a
not
big
know.
movie.
I did not know. But yeah, it was very, very good. I quite enjoyed it. I do enjoy Devron as an actor. We've seen him in Passing Strange. And our good friend that was there also was Dallas Austin Jamar, who was there. He did very, very well as well. The whole play was very. I believe that they were the people. They were. That people was acting. Can you imagine how much? That's 2.5 hours of play. You have to memorize all of that. That's longer than a movie.
So I was saying, I never realized how like the band. Shout outs to the band yesterday.
Yes.
Like, everything was so like just
The
well
mu-
executed.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was. They had a full like the full
Ensemble.
band, and they had the
Orchestra.
Orchestrate.
Director.
Orchestra.
The guy that was conducting.
Composer.
Yes, composer.
Yeah, they was
Director.
doing all that.
Yes.
Man, that was like a whole. I'm gonna do that more.
You
I
want
felt fancy.
So you know what was interesting about that one?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it didn't click into me that it was a full musical.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was like narration
Mm-hmm.
and musical in it. I realized that musicals might be a little bit too musical for me. I feel like I need some script in
Yeah.
between. Like there was towards the end of the first half, there was a lot more talking, I believe. But I do need a healthy balance of the both. But I thought that once you sat in there and you got it,
Yep.
you got it. And
Then
then,
you- then you
the
could go along.
songs,
Yes,
the songs
definitely.
ended up being
there were
the narrative.
some times where I was like, all right, we didn't have to do this song. We don't have. There's like 6 of y'all singing.
There was one part where my brain was like, "There's too much. Just too much."
We don't need everybody.
What you saying? What you saying? Who supposed to listen to?
There was because there was one point they was doing something over here and doing something here. I didn't realize that something was going
Yes,
over here because
yes.
I was over here the whole
Yes.
time, and I said, "Oh, you was doing it too."
So the guy that was sitting next to me, the person that was sitting next to me, I just kept on looking at them to see what they were looking at because they looked like they were familiar with being
They
in
were
place.
versed with
Right, so I was like, oh,
the music.
over here, over here. But it was very, very entertaining. It was, once I did get it,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, okay, and I'm following along. It's crazy. I'm gonna go watch the movie.
Me too.
Because I do want to. We didn't get to see the very end of what
The
happened.
movie is a musical too.
The music
Is
is a
it?
musical too.
Is Sweeney Todd in general
I think it's
a musical? It was
Yes.
written
Let
as
me
a
see if I
musical.
can show you
Let me
guys
for
see.
the week.
So like the
'Cause
movie.
I'm a big Johnny Depp fan, so I'm
a big
will
Tim
watch
Burton and Johnny Depp fan as well, and the movie came out probably like early 2000s, and it was like Nightmare on what is it?
Christmas,
Elm Street.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Christmas-ish.
Uh-huh.
Christmassy-ish.
Yeah.
It was something like that. And right when we left the play, so after the intermission, we went to get some food, and then we went home.
Oh yeah, big shout out to Boston Burger Company.
Ooh.
That was I was very gassy. After I was a small trumpet, but I was content. Do you hear me?
It was good.
content.
That
I
was-
think too much meat at the end of the night
It
to
was
be a little
quite
bit.
a thick burger patty that was in there.
My thing is going viral, man. That burger going viral on my Instagram.
Oh, is it?
Everybody know. Oh, you got that. What I get?
You got the.
You got the BBQ
Killer
burger.
bee.
Yeah.
It was like you got the killer bee. Everybody's like, oh, I know, bro. That's my favorite burger. The killer
That burger was good, but what did you just get the killer bee as is? You didn't get no accoutrement on it?
Accoutrement.
No.
What's that? No.
No, I didn't order the accoutrement.
Just the
I didn't get no accoutrement.
the killer bee.
Because I have to have lettuce and tomato in my burger. Like that's
Yeah.
a staple. So what did I get? I got the Alpine burger, which was like a garlic parmesan seasoned burger with some mushrooms and Swiss cheese.
Wait, say it again.
Garlic parmesan
Garlic
seasoning
Parmesan seasoning
with grilled mushrooms,
with grilled mushrooms
Swiss cheese.
and Swiss cheese. What's that? A
Lettuce.
Swiss burger?
Oh, it's a Swiss cheese mushroom burger, and then I got lettuce and tomato on it, with a pickle and and onion. That was indeed delightful. I did love it.
We did order a suggestion that they give us some goddamn fried fries instead of some potato chips. Because ain't nobody want to go. Potato chips are supposed to eat with a sandwich, not a cheeseburger.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
They did serve you. You get a choice of beans or coleslaw with your chips and salad. I suggest that they take away the beans and coleslaw and chips and just give you fries.
The beans was nice.
They took you back to your childhood.
took me back to not school, but after school.
Oh,
because we didn't get the good beans. It was those.
So yesterday we had a conversation about
canned beans.
hot dogs and beans. Are you guys a proponent of the hot dogs and beans life, such as Tony and Rockstone Triz in his childhood?
Absolutely.
Hey, pork and beans.
So sardines and pork and beans sounds disgusting.
That's disgusting. Was that something that people ate together? Because that's gross.
Sardines and pork and beans. I don't know.
I don't think you should eat that together. But I do love a little hot dog and bean. You get the little Bush's vegetarian beans, add a little barbecue sauce for flavor.
Is it the sweet beans?
It's not sweet. It's like that.
And see, I used to like the sweet beans, but then I used to feel like, why are the beans so sweet? What they put in the beans?
Yeah, but I don't
Sugar?
like some Hondurans make their red beans and put mad sugar in it. I don't like that. But I do like the baked beans to be sweet. Baked beans are supposed to have a little sweet in it.
That's true.
That's nice.
Good morning, Mr. Roy. I hope you have safe travels today.
Where's he going?
I don't know where he's going, but he was trying to low-key cap on Spirit Airlines, and
Don't do it.
we almost lost our good friendship.
Don't do it. And speaking of that, I have a list of the top.
Snyder said, musicals are like porno to me. People just be talking and all of a sudden burst into choreographed dance.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Schneider. That's accurate. I've got Forbes has a listing of overall rankings, the best airlines in the U.S. that came out a couple weeks ago.
I bet you Spirit is number one.
No, Delta is
Delta.
number one. But Spirit is number two.
Yeah, Delta is the only airline that still get right. The other ones can't get right. And then Spirit is literally right after them because you don't have no problems except that you have to complain about the seats. You have to.
You have to complain.
It's a rite of passage to complain about a seat.
Yeah, like this seat that I'm sitting in right now is a lot more comfortable than the Spirit seat for a long haul. However, you can sit in that folding chair and make it for 3 hours. You're fine.
Yeah, just lean over.
SkyWest Airlines is number 3. Never heard of that. United Airlines 4. Alaska Airlines 5. Hawaiian Airlines 6. JetBlue is 7. I feel like that's a downfall for JetBlue. Envoy Air 8.
Wow,
American
JetBlue's
Airlines.
what, number 6?
Number 7.
What, number 7?
JetBlue number 7. American is number 9. Right before Frontier.
American is number 9?
American has plummeted. American
Airlines is actually a shit show. It
Yeah.
really is. Like, it's a horrible. Not only is it always canceling your flight, but the customer service on American Airline is bottom tier.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is bottom tier.
Yeah.
It is the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Them
awful.
people's ignorant.
Yes, I agree.
Them people should get body slammed all the time.
Yep. So that is
Who's number 3? What you say for number 3?
Number 3 is SkyWest.
Yeah, what is
Airlines.
SkyWest?
SkyWest. I think they've been around for a minute.
What they
Is it-
even
is it
look
red
like?
logo?
I have no idea.
diamond logo?
I've never seen it.
SkyWest.
So Alaska Airlines top 5. Alaska Airlines, United Airlines, SkyWest, Spirit number 2.
Alaska
Delta,
Airlines.
number 1.
Blue. I've
Where
never.
does Alaska Airlines
Where the hell
go?
does SkyWest go to?
I don't know. Super Roy said that Spirit has the. I'm not playing with my boobs. There's something on my camera. Spirit has the right name. Tony.
It is
what
Spirit.
Tony.
Spirit
What's
has
his name?
the right
Whatever.
name.
The
Mighty
Spirit
Surge.
is calling me.
Yeah, it is. It's if you a traveler, Spirit should be calling you.
No,
Southwest didn't
even
even
make the list.
But you know what? Southwest is not a bad airline
It's
either.
not. Southwest is actually good. They give you 2 free bags, which is awesome. The only thing with Southwest is, remember, Southwest used to have those gotta get away tickets. It used to be like $39 for you to fly. I used to fly to Philadelphia on Southwest all the time for like $70 round trip. All the time. I did it like 3 times. But anyways, that was really, really good. But now those gotta get away fares, you have to buy them way in advance when Southwest is having the sale. Before, so Southeast West don't even have a seat number. They really don't. They don't. But Southwest hook you up, though. We were flying Southwest to Atlanta to go to Igloo, and they, remember when we were flying?
Yep.
Donald Trump was in the air, so they shut down the sky. So
Wasn't that for like 3 friggin' hours?
it was like 3 hours. We got delayed with our flight. Spirit refunded us a credit in the amount that we paid for our ticket.
And you know I never used that MFN ticket.
Wow.
I think
Did
you
I?
used yours.
Oh,
You
okay.
used yours.
Yeah.
I never
Yep.
used the damn ticket.
So-
And that's on me.
That's nice. Delta, you know why Delta is probably number one? Delta be offering you like, if you,
Yo.
like their flights are overbooked, and they'd be like, if you get off this flight, if you get off this flight, we'll give you $1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah, for your ticket that you paid $89
I'll
for.
be like, yep, that would be me. I'll wait.
Listen, I will wait 3 days.
No, that is, Southwest was the, board when you get here or
Yep.
something like that?
Get on whenever you can and find whatever seat you can.
That's what I like.
I
I don't
like it
want,
too.
if I get there first, I'm getting me a good seat.
That's
I'm
right.
getting me a good window seat.
That's right, Super Roy. Hotel me the damn up and give me $1,200. I am okay with that. That is fine with me. But Super Roy, wherever you're going, safe travels, as we said. And what airline are you traveling on? Let us know so we can make
Go
fun of
there.
it. Anyhow, how are you, Saucy?
I am well. I had a really great evening yesterday, so that was good. And, I'm just really glad that it's Friday.
That's
Rockstone
wonderful.
Tris, how you doing, young black man?
I'm good. I'm gonna drink me some drinkiandos.
No, porando me as well.
Quiero un drinkiando.
As well.
Something else. Oh, I found my Orbitz commercial yesterday, which gave me such great delight.
Filthy mouth.
Cootie Queen and you lint liquor.
There's a
You
post.
son of a biscuit-eating bulldog.
There's a post on my Facebook page. The people we need to leave in 2023.
Oh, let's do it.
People, if you have not received your Spark FM opener, you should get one. They are free if you see us. This is the best thing that you could ever get from any company, and that is a key ring bottle opener. This is very important because there are many times that you sitting there trying to open a can or open a bottle of Heineken or Corona with y'all teeth, or like you West Indians like to open it with a lighter. Just get a bottle opener from Spark FM and you'll open all your bottles and not break your nails.
Yes, for you lady, preserve your nail. I need to get one of
So
those.
here, before we start the show, let's go through a couple of people we should leave behind.
Yes.
In 2023. Let's see if we all agree to these people. Number 1, Krishana, whatever her name is. Krishana Rock.
We're gonna. Oh, hold on. Here you go.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Finally, we can use these.
Yes. All right. So we're going to agree or disagree with who we should leave behind in 2023. You guys can write your answers in the comment section. We will hold up our cards. If there are any discrepancies, we will have a small discussion. You guys could call us up at 617-272-3387. And then later in the year, we'll make up our own list, our finalized list, and decide who can stay and who can go.
Yes.
Let us know. Drop in the comment section. Was it?
Krishan Rock.
Krishan Rock.
Can she stay, or can we agree that she needs to be left in 2023? Agree or disagree? Agree.
Get out of here.
She's got to go.
You gonna be
Got
left
her
behind.
and the baby,
Yes.
Blueface, his mama,
And
her
his
mama,
and his other baby
and
mother.
his other baby mama.
All of them, they
Jaden,
got to-
all of them. Everybody
Nobody got time for that.
the whole.
All right, cool. Next up, this one, the Blueface.
Hello.
I already
got to
said
go.
him.
He's got to go.
Got to go.
He has got to go.
Got to go.
Get him out of here.
Gee,
Oh,
The baby.
The baby.
Take the baby with him. The baby gotta go.
sorry, baby.
I ain't go vote. on
I'm
this one.
voting. The baby gotta go.
Sorry, because who gonna take care of it?
It
Who
is
gonna take
cute.
it? It gotta go with its parent.
Unless they give it to me or a nice family, that baby gotta go.
That baby's
God.
name is Krishan Jr. He gotta
Yep.
go off of that.
He gotta go. He
Off
gotta
that,
go.
he got to go.
Who's
Alright,
next?
six.
Oh, Ice
Sexy-
Spice.
Oh, who's that?
Ice Spice.
Oh no, she's okay.
I got it.
She can go.
I ain't gonna vote.
You got to vote, Tristan.
You
You
gonna
gotta
blank
vote.
this vote? Look at
No,
Tristan
you already-
exercising his right to blank.
I
That's
like
right.
Ice Spice. Disagree.
Okay, that's fine. You can
Yeah,
disagree. That's
disagree.
fine.
I like
Why?
Ice Spice.
Why?
Cause
What is your argument for Ice Spice to stay?
He like a booty.
He like her because she,
Yeah, you know.
because she's.
Oh, you know what? Ice Spice. Oh, I had put. Yeah, Ice Spice can only get a pass only because Keenan choreographs for her, and Keenan is from Boston.
All right,
so
all right.
that's the only way she could stay. And
Okay.
that's if if Keenan leaves her, she's got to go.
AP Black said, nah, Ice Spice chilling.
Keenan better start choreographing more for her than her just bending over shaking her booty.
You
before
got to
he gonna
watch.
have to go too.
You got to watch the dancers in the back.
Latoya said she can stay. She don't have too much drama. AP Black said, like,
Keep it a stack.
Cooper Steve said she look alright. Keep it, I guess.
She look alright. Okay.
Alright.
Let's keep going. Oh, Sukiana.
No, I like Sukiana.
I don't know too much about her. So who's this?
Sukiana's the little one that's she's Casamigos.
Casamigo? Yeah, the girl.
Yeah, she's our Kaya of this generation.
Okay,
Latoya
okay,
said she can
okay.
go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do with this.
yeah.
She
Take it or
can
leave
stay.
it.
She can stay. But
Take it or leave
We're
it.
agreeing
can
for them
stay.
to go and
Oh, yeah, she
disagreeing
can
for them
stay.
to
She
stay.
can
Yeah.
stay. Okay.
So okay. Oh no. She's got to go.
this one got to go.
I throw the card away
She's got to
with
go.
her.
Got
She
to go.
has got to go. I
Got
did
to
watch
go.
an interview with her yesterday. Somebody was asking her about women cheating, and they were like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you with the cheating? And she was like, I'm elite. And I was like, you go, girl.
Wow.
The thing is that the world needs sexy reds. The world needs sexy reds to balance out the whatever. We need extreme right and we need extreme left. And sexy red is extreme left. So without
who's the
her,
extreme right of sexy red?
Donald Trump.
Oh, so if Thanos took out both of them, then I would not be upset.
No.
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 Trying to figure out what's going on.
You know, so
You see
sexy
those fingernails?
sexy red would be the,
Can you zoom in on those fingernails again?
Yo, I didn't even see that.
Zoom in on those fingernails.
What is going on?
That's crazy.
What is going on?
What is that? What is
I
that?
think it's barrettes.
Is it
Are those
barrette?
beach rings? I don't. What's going on?
Oh, it's candies?
First of all, that's that nail shape that I think is absolutely absurd.
I cannot.
It looks like you're supposed to. It looks like when you put the
Shovel.
those little Funyun things that you had the other day on your hands.
Those bugles.
The bugles in the opposite way.
In the opposite
yes.
way.
So they look like bugles, or they look like little spoons that you're supposed to scoop out some some fodder pine slush
and
with.
neither nor is okay. Neither.
What about
nor.
Mama D now?
Mama D got to go.
Why? What Mama D been
Mama
doing?
D is problematic.
What's she been doing?
Mama D is problematic.
She is a mother.
This
No.
is our
That
little
mom was
scrappy.
Little Scrappy,
Mama.
which is very interesting because it is interesting how Love and Hip Hop keeps these people going. Because I would not know that Scrappy exists other than Love and Hip Hop, and
Why
that
does
is
Love and Hip Hop still exist?
because there are millions of people that still need to
watch it,
tune
yeah.
in.
Oh,
It's it's
no.
the balance of life. It's like watching
probably-
Fox News and then Love and Hip Hop.
They
It's
probably
the
lost some
balance.
people since the Zeus came.
Oh
out.
no, they definitely lost a lot of people.
Yeah, because Zeus is.
Because I used to be a hardcore Love and Hip
I
Hop
did too.
Atlanta, regular, and New York all
I
the
did
time.
for a little while.
All
But
right,
it's been
this
many,
guy
many
here,
years.
Big Groove.
He's got
to
to
go.
go. He's got to go.
This
Get him
one-
the
He's
F
got
out
to
of
go.
here.
Hello.
I-
No. Skip it. We don't even want to answer this one. He's got to be the first. He's got to drive the plane.
You ever
Hold on,
can't
I'm forgetting
stand
about that. Let me give
somebody?
y'all some updates on the comments. Scuba ski. AP Black said, nah, Sexy Red gotta go.
Yeah.
Mama D should have been gone. Latoya said she too old for what she be doing. Let her
I
go.
haven't heard about Mama D in so long.
Mama D is in the middle of the Bambi, Erica, and Shay Bucky Wild's lives. Like she's
Wait, all of them are still.
all of them are still in conversation. It's crazy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Picao and Anselm said he got to go. Latoya said yuck. Uncle Grandpa said Sexy red Croc design nails.
Croc design nails. That's what it looks like. It looks like. Oh, this is Blueface's baby mama. She's Stewie Griffin. She's got to go.
She is Stewie Griffin. Where did that come from? That's so crazy.
This is his baby mother?
This is Blueface's baby mother. His first baby mother.
Jaden Alexis.
Oh, YNL Melly. Oh no, I don't think he's Melly.
I don't know who this.
No, I know his name. His name is
She can go. I don't know who she is.
You guys know who this little boy is.
I don't know who this is.
He's the one that kissed Sukiyana in the mouth.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
What's his name? His name's not YNN Melly?
No, this is not YNN Melly.
Is he something like that?
It's something like that.
It's Charleston White for the last.
Charleston White got it.
Oh, YK Osiris.
That's keep a boy. Keep a boy.
No,
You crazy?
Oh yeah, YK Osiris.
YK
Osiris can. I think he can stay, but I mean he can stay.
Keep Mr. White.
Charleston White. Charleston White is a problematic.
Why is he?
That's my boy right here.
What is his deal though? Like, how do these people get famous? This is crazy.
This is a good list, but I think we're gonna make our own list. I think I have a running list of like the Kardashians, the Blueface clan, Jada and Will.
They're on the list too.
Yeah, so we'll make our end of the list year before we cut out of the 2023, and we'll do this again. So this was just our quick check-in, but most people are leaving. Most people gotta go. So. Give me back your signs. Thank you guys for joining us. It is now time to start this show. Saucy and Friends in the Morning starts now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Never heard this song.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
That song that was just playing in the background. Never heard that the whole carnival.
No, they never played that.
Yeah.
That's
Never.
Nessa Preppy and Allison I. Yeah,
No,
that,
just Nessa Preppy.
that song is hot. That song is
that song.
very, very, very good.
Yeah.
But Tristan, I think I was asking Tony, what is going on with Nessa Preppy? Like, why isn't she as, like climbing the ranks like all the other ones, like the Nylas and the Patrice and stuff like that? Even though she came a little bit later.
I think Nessa's a little more authentic. She doesn't do as much of the social media gimmicky type.
But
of
she
thing.
also doesn't get booked for a lot of things
Yeah.
too, like on Uber Soca's and the Melees and the Miamis and stuff like that.
Yep.
We never see her anywhere. Like the two times that I've seen Nessa have been in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw her in Trinidad. But of course I would see her in Trinidad. But I
Yeah.
mean, no, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. We'll get to the bottom of that. We'll do some Spark FM investigates.
Yeah.
She got a lot bigger too.
What you call it? Who's Puffy's boy toy?
Mason Betta.
No. Mike Knight said somebody is. Oh, YK Osiris is Puffy's boy toy.
Oh. So today is October 20th. It is 10/20/23. It is approximately 9:39 a.m. in the morning. It's on a great Friday. Today is going to be cloudy with slight chance of rain shower, high in the 66 degrees. Winds in the south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Today is going to drop down to just about 57, so it's going to be a warm winter night.
Yesterday was a gorgeous day.
Yesterday was a wonderful day. Like all day.
Beautiful.
Yes. I sat at the door. Well, I always sat with the door open, even when it's cold, because I like to wrap up in our little blanket. Oh. No, I thought we was toasting or whatever.
Oh, that's stuff we can throw.
Oh, toast to a Friday. Well done.
All right.
I got to put a little, I got to put a little water in mine. I got to put water down my drink.
That's what, last night after the play, we're driving back, and Pastor Joy's like, I'm about to go home, take me a little Metamucil and go to sleep. It's like, this is old age. Like,
age and the digestion.
Yeah, as you get up in age, there are little things that you have to start doing now
yes.
in order to accommodate your new lifestyle of being
Child.
older. And it
What's
reminds
Metamucil? What's that?
it's help you digest and get
Fiber.
it through it. And it's like her, like, you know, I can take me a drink, but I'm gonna get a little water in it first, water it down a little bit.
Yes.
Because you have to know your body as you get older.
yes.
You have to know. Yesterday I was kneeling down in my friend's chair. I went to go visit Salvage Roots, and I was kneeling down in her chair, and when I got up, my knees was like crack, 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 crack. I was like, oh my God,
Yep.
this is crazy.
Sometimes you just be walking, your back just drop out. You gotta shake it off a little bit. Keep going. That back just drop out. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I got in my friend's car the other day. I was like, I made like all kind of noises. I was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, what you talking about? Let
Me bending down to get some love. All right. Got it. Get up, breathing all hard. Man, I didn't know. Boy, I tell you, I ain't.
That's all Noah. I said, don't be in no rush to get old. All it is aches and pains and bills. Ain't nothing good over here, this side. Not at all. Not at all.
Woo, let's get into the news. An elderly woman was killed in a traffic accident involving a federal vehicle on Tuesday in Malden. The woman was on foot at the time of the incident, according to Malden Police Chief Glenn Cronin. There was a large response from first responders at the scene at the intersection of Main Street and Mountain Avenue. 2 SUVs were involved in the accident, which also knocked over 2 utility poles. He didn't initially offer more details beyond that one of the vehicles belonged to the U.S. government.
Oh my God.
Was that a policeman?
2 agents were also heard. Our NBC 10's Michael Rosenfield is at the scene tonight with the latest details.
A gruesome scene at a Malden intersection. A pedestrian was killed after a collision between 2 cars sent both vehicles flying onto the sidewalk.
It was very loud, you know, and at first I was like, oh, hopefully it was just like a garbage truck.
The woman who was killed had apparently just visited a nearby food pantry with this shopping cart and got pinned under one of the cars.
Oh, I cannot believe. I just help her, give her food. It's just a sad thing, you know, like it's too short.
The driver of this BMW SUV tells us off camera he swerved to avoid this Dodge Durango at the intersection of Mountain Ave and Main Street. But the district attorney says the Durango was stopped at the traffic light. 2 officers from ICE, Immigration, and Customs Enforcement were in the Durango.
I seen federal agents coming out. They had green police vests.
Neighborhood residents say this has been a troubled intersection despite recent changes to try and improve it.
This street is, you know, pretty known for like having people speed down because it's a main street.
You know, it's dangerous, I think. You see a lot of accidents here. You see a lot of pedestrians hit.
The driver of the BMW was questioned at the scene. The 2 ICE officers in the Durango ended up being taken to the hospital to be evaluated for injuries. The crash so powerful it took down 2 traffic lights.
It's very sad knowing that someone passed, and I hope, you know, through this tragedy, there is, you know, better road signs and stuff. Hopefully something, you know, this triggers something to get this intersection better crossable by pedestrians and cars.
That's crazy.
That is terrible. That's terrible.
That accident sounds like it was just altogether awful.
Yeah, like it was just horrible.
Yeah.
Golly. A man was fatally stabbed in Mattapan. Boston search for attacker. Stabbings are at an all-time high, huh? Is people literally just walking around with little knives to stab people? Like
Everybody got a knife these days.
everybody got a knife. One person is dead following a stabbing in Boston's Mattapan neighborhood on Thursday morning. Boston police said they responded to a report of a person stabbed on Rugby Road shortly before 11 a.m. and found a man outside suffering from a stab wound. Emergency personnel treated the man at the scene, and he was taken by ambulance to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. No one, you know, you got to think about the Lord and things. We literally know someone that was shot 8 times.
Yeah.
8 times.
Yeah.
And literally left the hospital 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it always kind of surprises me when you say like someone was stabbed, and depending when they're stabbed, you know, obviously, but like a stab and then you lost your life. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Police said it's too soon to say what might have led up to the stabbing or where exactly it occurred. I think at this point it's too early in the investigation that we haven't determined exactly how it started. We're still interviewing witnesses. That kind of info will come and start to unfold as the day goes by. A Honda CRV has been seen towed away from the scene, but police wouldn't say if the vehicle belonged to the victim or the suspect. So investigations are still going on for that. If it is one of your family members and you have more information, please let us know. Please let us know.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Cambridge, Mass. Passes new affordable housing rule.
Tristan we were talking about that last night. Tristan was saying he might look for an apartment in Cambridge.
Paving the way for taller buildings. Interesting.
Does that solve a housing issue for the buildings to be taller?
So we are starting to build up, right? Mm-hmm. We're building up in Boston. So we're going to end up like New York very soon with a bunch of goddamn tall-ass buildings making smog in the air.
Yeah.
The Cambridge City Council on Monday night passed controversial changes to the city's landmark affordable housing law, potentially paving the way for taller, denser, affordable housing developments in the city's major squares and corridors. The move, which passed the council on a 6-3 vote, marks one of the more ambitious local efforts to address the region's housing crisis, going further than policies everywhere in Massachusetts to bolster the development of deeply affordable units. Projects that are comprised entirely of affordable units will now be allowed to be as tall as 15 stories in the city's major squares, and projects as tall as 12 stories on corridors like Mass Ave. So they're building projects, high-rise projects.
They're building the projects
high.
15 stories?
High-rise project buildings. I want to live on the top. It's a little penthouse project. At the end of the day, there is no magic wand. There are no quick fixes. There are no silver bullets that resolve our affordable housing crisis, said Councilor Denise Simmons, who supported the amendments. But with tools like this, we are creating opportunities for this critical needed housing to be built, homes to be built. But it was not without serious objection. Some city councilors and residents raised concern that the changes to the policy known as affordable housing overlay were developed without enough community input, and that they may lead to rampant development of tall buildings across the city. It also raises the stakes of the upcoming city council elections in November. A slate of candidates have cropped up in opposition of the council's recent efforts to accelerate housing development and say the election will be something of a referendum of those policies. This is Russian roulette zoning, said Councilor Denise Carlone, who opposed the amendments. No one knows what site is going to be purchased, whether it's on Broadway, Cambridge Street. No one knows until the day it gets announced. And to me, that is against what the principle of zoning is all about. The ambitious new policy and the controversy surrounding the highlight just how tense the debate around housing has become in Cambridge in recent years. Have we started having that kind of conversation in Boston about building? Well, we are building taller, but those seems to be like commercial buildings and luxury condos.
I feel like Boston is just building buildings.
Yeah.
And building buildings, but there's no conversation around it.
A tech and biotech development has flourished over the last few decades. Rents in Cambridge have climbed higher than any other city in Massachusetts. Did they think about Boston? Oh, I don't think so. Because Cambridge rent is more than Massachusetts.
Yeah, than Boston.
Oh, you know what? They might be.
That's what we were talking about last night, because Cambridge has a high student population and it's a lot of foreign students.
Yeah, so they can afford.
Their rents are high because they pay.
Isn't that crazy how foreign students can afford to live in America and we cannot in America?
Yeah.
Apartments and new buildings fetch even more in one of the densest cities in the U.S. that presents a tricky problem, and piecemeal solutions like policies that squeeze some affordable units out of market projects weren't working well enough. My whole thing is I just feel like they should not be doing mixed housing almost. I feel like the same way that they're building a lot of luxury apartments, they should be building some affordable apartments for the people that live here to be able to afford to live in an apartment.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's that?
This is the list of densest city.
Oh, what's the densest city? So where is that?
And dense cities
What
meaning
that mean?
that they're
comes
Too much
from,
people?
population.
Dense is, compact.
Heavy. Heavy. All right. So if you're looking to move to Cambridge, it might not be a great idea at this point, although Cambridge is popping.
I like Cambridge.
Dog shot in Jamaica Plain. Oh,
Why?
now y'all over here shooting dogs?
Why?
Wow, America. A dog was shot in Boston's Jamaica Plain neighborhood on Thursday, and now police are searching for a shooter. Police say they responded to the call on Center Street at 5:30 p.m. They did recover ballistics on the scene. The dog condition was not immediately clear. No humans were hurt, according to police. The shooting is under investigation. No arrests have been made. More details were not immediately available. So I'm not sure why they wrote this story, because thank you for letting us know that a dog was shot.
It was just shot. Like,
Was
we
it
don't
shot
know if it's dead.
in the crossfire? Was it shot by its owner? Like a little bit more journalistic digging. Thea DiGiamarino. 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 She was the one who wrote it. Thea did not take a lot of time to write this. She was like, a dog was shot in Jamaica Plain at 5:30. That's all we know.
And she mad about it too, because she's like, what they sent me out here for this?
I don't feel to go out here. And box labeled pipe bombs was found in Newburyport. Oh, that was nice. And that's nice to label the box of destruction. That's very nice. Authorities found what they believe to be several explosive devices in a Newburyport home that was under construction on Thursday afternoon. Newburyport police say that they received a call for a suspicious device found inside a Purchase Street home around 2:50 p.m. Arriving officers spoke to the contractors, who claim a box labeled pipe bombs were located behind a wall by construction contractors. The state police bomb squad was immediately called to the scene and secured the area. Police said the 4 pipe bombs found in the box were moved outside to the back porch of the home, where troopers performed X-ray diagnostics on the item. The X-rays were inconclusive, so the items were secured and transported to the local dump for further inspection. I don't know if I'll take them. Shouldn't you douse some water on them or put them in the ocean or something like that?
Because what if it's a oil explosive and you put water?
I feel like you should take it to the ocean and take it to the deepest part. Let it go in there, and then it explode, and it just makes a splash.
How you gonna get it down there?
It's in a car.
Oh.
Just strap it to the back of your truck.
Thank you, God damn it.
Let me make sure that there's nothing else. Nobody injured in a fire in occupied downtown office tower. Not just the Green Line extensions, but Governance Center ceiling suddenly needs repairs.
Oh, Kendra Lara is seeking dismissal of her crash charges.
Kendra, I don't know. Kendra, we saw it.
Yeah, she had court today.
It definitely happened.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get what dismissal on what grounds?
I don't know.
Does it say?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
A Boston gang member pleads guilty to firearms possession, and Snapchat posts lead to his arrest.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Traffic all the time. And
yeah. Oh, let's address that right now. I don't know who we got to talk to here in Boston, Massachusetts, but something's got to be spoken about the traffic that has been, what is the word that I can use?
They call it road COVID, the lingering effect of the pandemic that's made commuting a crapshoot.
No. I don't feel like blaming this on COVID. I feel like blaming this on all of the improvements that the city has been making to the roads.
And
it's stupid.
It's also the influx of people in the city as well. All these new buildings are adding,
more commuters,
more commuters. But all these all the new buildings of people living in the city.
Yeah.
I know that something has got to be done. I also that could be true, but I know that these markings and these accoutrements that they're putting in the street is absolutely unnecessary.
What are they called? The folding things?
Oh, bending bars.
Is that what it is?
Bending bars.
We got this folding shit.
We
couldn't quite.
The flexi
rods.
Flexi pipes.
Something.
Flexi sticks.
Was it flex something? Was it?
Flex boulders.
Bendy.
Hey, for our listeners,
whatever
whatever
those stupid shits is, they have got to go.
Yeah.
Like the Mass Ave is in
shambles.
It feels like a terroristic attack. It feels terrible. I don't like it. Terriblistic. I hate it. I
drive in the bike lane.
So
on
this article says we do have what's behind the uptick in traffic in Massachusetts, in many Massachusetts communities. And it says we do have hybrid work now. We have a lot of folks who are flexible schedules, so rush hour is maybe a little less predictable. Not that Boston doesn't feature a rush hour, and it can be brutal, but many drivers are encountering mini rush hours seemingly at any time of the day.
Yeah.
The GPS said an hour and a half, and now it's over 2 hours. Somebody said she was headed east on the Mice Peg to take her mother to Tufts Medical Center. That was a traffic situation at 11 a.m. Maybe everybody's going back to work. Traffic is much heavier after the pandemic. Somebody who's from Shelton, Connecticut said it's the same story with traffic in his state, but it's heavier, more of a matter of perception rather than reality. Yes and no. The Federal Highway Administration reports that summer vehicular traffic in the northeastern states rose 2.5% over last summer, but the number of vehicle miles in August 2023 was still slightly below that in August 2029. There are certainly more cars on the road. They're bigger, they're faster, more powerful. Our infrastructure really hasn't kept up with that, and that's exactly what it is, what you said. It affects traffic in two ways. First, some roads are just not wide enough to handle all the traffic. And second, many roads and bridges are falling apart. And we know that that's also true. The bipartisan infrastructure deal passed by Congress in 2021 made billions of dollars available for the nation's crumbling roads. Those repairs now underway have contributed to traffic jams on highways and back roads. It's very hard to know exactly whether you're going to be in gridlock at any time of the day. Sometimes you try to beat the traffic. It'll be 6 o'clock in the morning and you will be in complete gridlock, wondering why am I in traffic. Somebody on one of your statuses the other day said that the only time that there's no traffic is between 10 and 11 a.m. and like 4 and 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Some weirdness.
No, you know what? It makes sense that you said that because of there's so much hybrid and remote workers. I feel like hybrid and remote workers, because we could kind of go where we want to go at any time, we can be on the road. So it is like all day traffic now because it's not predictable when anybody's going to feel like leaving their house to go lunch or something like that. Yeah. So that does make sense. But I also blame the city, and I don't care.
People are driving crazy. Nobody respects anybody else.
Nope.
They cut you off. It's very dangerous to be driving. I go 5 miles over the speed limit, and they're passing me like I'm sitting still. Because why are you only going 5 miles over?
I would pass you
10 miles out. I pass you too.
And many of times, this is when I'm driving, I find that the person in front of me, or if there's somebody, if there's the reason there's traffic, it's because there's somebody in a freaking phone doing something dumb, or somebody in the front just driving slow.
Or it's
just
Subaru or Prius.
God.
It's one of them. They said that Massachusetts also saw its deadliest year for vehicular fatalities, and a result possibly of the faster, more aggressive style of driving that people evolved during the empty highways during the pandemic. Yeah. And more fatal accidents, of course, mean more backups.
Something that I noticed.
Yeah.
When I was in Florida, I was driving from Fort Lauderdale to Miami almost every day. I didn't hear a lot of horns beeping.
No.
Even when I got in traffic. But as soon as you come back here, the horns, we are horn
they don't
beeping.
give you
some beeping motherfucker.
They don't give you a chance. You could be sitting at the light, be the longest light in the world, be like a 5-minute light, and we all know where those 5-minute lights are. And you sitting there, and at one point you do get a little bored, so you might pick up your phone. Boy, as soon as that light turn, if you don't be the first one out of there, the whole row of cars is gonna honk you.
But you know what's crazy is when it's like the car that's 3 cars back. Where you going?
You all the way back there. Shut up.
You're not gonna make it through this light anyway. So what is your problem?
The light be 5 minutes
Them
long.
5-minute long lights let 2 cars through.
Over there, Talbot, and when you go into Talbot and crossing over
Harvard and Blue Hill. Ma'am,
what?
They gotta open up another street over there because that thing is crazy. It's not okay. It's not fair.
You will sit there, and you will get used to sitting there before that light turn. Yep. And then you better be through the light because there's only 2 cars that can go through.
2. That's it.
AP Black says it's the city's fault. They need to make repairs at night when there's less traffic instead of they doing it in the middle. That's another thing. Stop fixing the roads in the middle of the day.
Yep.
Y'all talking about the traffic is all hours a day, so you're gonna also couple that with people just fixing. They've been fixing Tristan Street for about 4 months.
Then they stopped fixing it, and then they went back to fixing it again.
And then they stopped fixing it where they was and went down the street and started fixing it some more.
Lord.
Like, why you still fixing it?
Why it ain't fixed yet?
And move the goddamn trucks after you finish fixing it so we can get down the road.
Lord have.
Yeah, man. And then last but not least,
go
in Boston history, in 1992, Althea Garrison was elected to state rep in Roxbury, the first time a trans person had ever won election to a state legislator. She didn't tell anybody about that, though, and never discussed it. Not even after the Herald outed her. At a time when coming out as a trans could mean being murdered, in September, she discussed the issue publicly for the first time in an interview with Kate Sorensen of the 19th.
Wait a minute. Where is that article? I want to see that
Me
article.
too. I always knew what I was, Garrison said. It was just a matter of making the connections and getting the operation and everything, which is what I did. Garrison is now 83. Said she is now writing a biography about a biography, and that her race this year against incumbent District 7 Tanya Fernandez Anderson will be her last.
She won, didn't she?
No, it's September. It's November. After 30 years of silence, Althea Garrison is claiming her place in the LGBTQ plus history.
Wow.
That is dope. So can I tell you that it wasn't until maybe 4 or 5 years ago that I even knew that she was transgendered?
I mean, there's always been
It's always been a speculation because
Right.
she's always been, like a bigger size woman. And she's always presented as a woman, but she's always, like more on the taller,
Yes.
more defined, like a masculine side. I never even knew. So like when I heard Althea Garrison, in my head, it was automatic. She is what she presents herself as. And I think that it's dope that she's finally talking about it, because I think it's just been like a known hushed,
Right.
a known hushed fact, I guess.
Oh, I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, she said Garrison 83 is thought to be the first transgender person to be elected to a state legislator. This fact has largely been known since her election in 1992, but never confirmed until an interview in late September with the 19th.
Yeah.
On the heels of her election to the Massachusetts House of Representatives, the Boston Herald reported that Garrison had previously lived with a male named Al. The reporting suggested that she had received voters by not revealing a transgender transition. From that time onward, Garrison refused to engage with questions about her gender and identity. Good for you, because you don't have to if you don't want to. A lot of times people are very devious, she told the 19th. I didn't want to lose my job because I was hired as a woman. I always lived as a woman. Over the years, people tried to get Garrison to talk about her. Transgender reporters from the Globe called her repeatedly. They tried to get me to talk to them, and they say that they would help me win a re-election or whatever she said, but I didn't do it. I just thought I would just continue to live my life and do what I'm supposed to do. Garrison grew up in a small town, Hahira, Georgia, and moved to Boston to attend Newberry Junior College. She proudly remarks that she came to Boston for 1 degree and ended up getting 4, including one in management from Harvard University. For her personally, there was very little question about who she was. She had an uncle who was gay. She started to socially and medically transition in the 1960s. That itself is dope, because these kind of things weren't even talked about back then. You can't even say that. You could have got hung and shot and killed. And she transitioned back in the 60s, and now it's trending, and that's crazy. Big up to her.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I thought she was an older woman.
No,
No, but it's true. Like, a lot of people did. Like, she thought I was an older woman that resembled her father.
Yeah.
The nice old school wig.
Yeah.
Like, like everything that he's saying is, I feel how everybody thought about her.
Yeah.
Like, oh, maybe she just looked like her daddy. She's just a little bigger than everybody else.
Just a large
So
woman.
that is very, very dope. Kudos to her.
Yeah.
That is history right there. Althea Garrison.
How freeing is that? You know what I mean? For her, that's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I think she, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's like, and I'm done. After this election, I'm done. Y'all can keep that. I'm 83 years old.
83.
And
she's been going strong.
If you think about her, right? You have to think about the fact that this lady is 83 years old. She's been, I don't care what anybody in Boston says. She is the hardest campaigner in Boston. There's nobody like her ever. And to go through this, she's black ass history.
Yeah.
I've been seeing her face on the, what used to be over there on Dudley? Not Farmers Market. Tropical,
yeah.
I've been seeing her face on the Tropical building for years.
For your whole life.
Yeah. Every time going down Dudley Street.
Good
for her.
Happy for
She's,
her.
I don't care what anybody says. That lady if they don't have her name on Blue Hill Ave.
Yeah.
Do they got her name on Blue Hill Ave with all of them black women?
She should have a street named after her.
She should have. She should get all the things. Kudos to her. We're going to talk to Althea before she get out of office. Oh, we got to talk to her anyway soon. But make sure that you guys, that's it for our local news. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked. Spark FM Online.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present the Tony Award-winning musical Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, by Stephen Sondheim and Hugh Wheeler. Directed and co-produced by Ryan Martisich, with musical direction by Dan Ryan and choreography by Joy Clark. Sweeney Todd opens October 13th and runs through November 5th at the new Arrow Street's Arts Performance venue located at 2 Arrow Street in Cambridge. Emotionally intense and darkly comedic, Sweeney Todd is a must-see production. Tickets are $65 with pay what you wish options at www.arrowstarts.org.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Boston, get ready to celebrate in style. It's a year of celebration, and V-Star Production proudly presents the 10th anniversary of Boston Caribbean Fashion.
Tell them I'm gone, I said tell them I'm gone, don't even bother calling me.
From October 18th to the 21st, immerse yourself in the world of beauty, culture, fashion, and style. Join us for the fabulous fashion events, including a Avant-Garde Design Show and the BCFW Honors Award Ceremony and the unforgettable Teen Fashion Night. Don't miss the grand finale as BCFW closes out the week with a sensational fashion show at Roxbury Community College Auditorium, featuring New England's top designers and a special musical performance by incredible Sophia Leslie. Boston Caribbean Fashion Week is the event of the year, October 18th to the 21st. Get your tickets today at bostoncfw.com and be a part of the amazing celebration of style. Boston Caribbean Fashion Week, where fashion meets culture. Be there.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on. Hot, sicker than your average.
Spark FM.
Y'all, sugar man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
All my life, I've been waiting for you to come here and give me little walking. Walk a little walking. I gotta work on it. It's a new verse that I'm starting with.
I like that.
I've been kind of testing out with different beats, and maybe this might not be the right one for it, but you know.
I think we should post the link to this Althea Garrison story for other people to read it. It's very, very interesting. And it's super awesome.
Good. What is that word?
Feel good.
Yeah.
Feel good story.
It's time for our national and world news. What we got going?
Well, then a Florida GameStop worker kills a man trying to steal Pokemon cards. The clerk is facing a manslaughter charge after police said he shot the shoplifter as he was attempting to leave the store. Was he the security, or he just worked?
He was
I don't understand.
You don't steal that.
Yeah.
Why you do that?
Derek Guerrero, 35, was working at the video games retailer store in suburban Fort Lauderdale Strip Mall Tuesday night when a man grabbed 5 boxes of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Ultra Premium trading cards and ran towards the door. Pembroke Pines police said in a report released on Wednesday, the cards retail for $120 a box. Now what's 5 times 120? 120 times 5?
$750.
I don't think so. 5 times 120, because 5 times is 20. 600. Yes. Guerrero
600.
Guerrero pulled a handgun from his waistband and fired one shot, hitting the man in the side. The shoplifter dropped the cards and ran outside to a waiting pickup truck where a woman called police. He died 3 hours later at a hospital. Police said store security cameras show the shoplifter never threatened Guerrero nor displayed any weapons. The man's name has not been released. Florida, under its stand your ground law, lets someone use deadly force if there is a threat of death or great bodily harm to themselves or others, but it does not allow it to simply protect property.
It's for you.
So why did George Zimmerman get away with shooting the little boy when there was no threat?
Because in that situation, they said that even after he threatened, even after he attacked the boy, the fact that the boy was beating his ass, he was defending himself. So that's why he got off. Because why is he still alive? I just don't know. Like, that's one of the biggest mysteries for me in all of my life. Yep. In all of the gangs and all of the land and all of the senseless shootings, that man still just hanging out.
Just living.
Just
not shutting the
ever in life.
I didn't say the word. Manslaughter is a killing that is unplanned and in the heat of the moment. Guerrero was being held at Broward County Jail on $25,000 bail. Jail records do not show if he has an attorney, and GameStop has not responded with a comment or anything. I
ain't defending no stove.
But, like, seriously, Why you shoot him like that though? Why didn't you just throw the gun at him? Why did you have to shoot him?
On top of that, it was Pokemon freaking cards, bro.
You're not the security guard. What is it coming out of your check? I don't understand that.
It's not. Like, I mean, at that situation, you was just being trigger happy.
Vigilante.
Yeah,
and crazy. The relaxers and black hair products, FDA is talking about banning some of these hair straightening products altogether. So y'all better start going natural. The FDA is thinking about a ban on hair straightening chemicals. Stylists say black women have moved on, and I think that's true. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is considering a ban on certain hair straightening chemicals that have been used by black women for years, and that research shows may increase the risk of uterine cancer. But black hair stylists say such products, specifically the ones being looked at by the FDA, which contain formaldehyde and formaldehyde-releasing chemicals, have fallen out of favor, especially among younger generations. Relaxers have taken an extreme decline as we became more knowledgeable of the effects of the relaxer on your hair and what it can do to your hair, said Kaylee Butler, a hairstylist in Atlanta. Remembers getting relaxers when she was 5 years old. She added, I think people just want to move away from that and live a healthier lifestyle. The FDA is in the first steps of the process. The notice of possible rule was recently added to the regulatory agenda. The agency aims to publish all advance notice of proposed rulemaking by April of 2024, but the items can stay on the agenda for years. What were you about to say?
The thing, I feel like, I don't know what I feel, because I feel like formaldehyde is crazy to have in that.
There's formaldehyde in nail polish too, though, or there used to be. I don't know if it still is.
And I just feel like the whole, let's not perm our hair, only go natural. I feel like that decreases our options.
Well, you don't have to perm your hair. You just braid down your nappy hair and
But that's what I'm
your
saying.
Your ethnic hair, your
For
coarse
those-
hair,
for those
and
of
slap
us-
a wig on top of it.
For those of us that want to perm our hair, why is it such a negative stigma?
Well, because of the formaldehyde. We just don't want you killing
it's not
yourselves for it. They're going to have to develop a more natural way for people to perm their hair.
So that's what I was thinking today too. How come with all these organic companies and stuff like that come up with all of these natural hair products, somebody don't create a natural it can't be some type of good organic product to perm your hair. There's a lot of people that don't care to be in weaves and have a teeny weeny afro. I feel like there should just be something out there that's a safe perm.
Yeah, this one.
If I had hair, I would get a perm.
Y'all women's complaining.
Yes.
What you complaining about?
Because I want.
You don't
options.
hear us men's is complaining, but look, you don't hear. They put me on the
You
screen.
wear a whole scarf.
Y'all don't see me complaining. What? Look, this is what formaldehyde do to you.
Lies. You don't have to perm your good Indian hair. Shut up.
I'm against the formaldehyde. That's what I'm saying. I just feel like there should, for those that don't want to deal with, that natural look or whatever, and they don't want to wear weaves.
But y'all got wigs and all this stuff.
You're not listening. You're refusing to listen. For those that don't want to wear wigs, and for those that don't want a teeny weeny afro, there needs to be another option that has an organic perm.
What's this called?
That's called a mushwa.
You had whatever this is. A
pañuelo. Oh, look at that. And that got silk on the inside. That is nice.
That's
That is good for your hair. That is protective.
Oh, I thought you had to tie it on like a turban. I didn't know it was a hat.
It's just a little shoop shoop.
Put it on. Let me see how you do it.
Little shoop shoop.
Let me see. I might want one of that.
Me too. I want one of those. Okay, put it on like that.
It's a do-rag.
It's a do-rag. And then you just twist it. Oh. I need one of those, because if I had one of those, I'd feel like I had hair too.
Very nice.
Shake my hair.
It's nice and warm.
Have your hair on
people.
and your titties out.
That was the whole hat the entire time.
No. This woman who was a salon owner said that only about less than 5% of her clients actually want relaxers. And earlier this year, U.S. Reps Ayanna Presley of Massachusetts and Chantel Brown of Ohio asked the FDA to investigate chemical hair straighteners, pointing to a study published in 2022 from the National Institutes of Health that links straighteners to an increased risk of uterine cancer. Presley said in an October 6th statement that the FDA's possible action is a win for public health, especially the health of Black women. So that's something that we've been hearing about and we will be seeing. I mean, it's on all of our social media things. There's commercials and things about this FDA ban that might come into effect with the hair relaxers and things.
I'm glad this is taking place, and I'm glad because there's a lot of Black women that don't even know.
Yeah.
That there's cancerous products inside of the hair products.
That's very
there's
true.
So many things that are cancerous that Black women have to use, or that women in general have to use.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad that they're making light of these things, bringing these things to the light, I should say. Former South Florida teacher is accused of a sexual relationship with a student found dead. Flower delivery prompted initial investigation into the teacher. So it says a former South Florida high school teacher arrested and accused of sex crimes with a student died from suicide. According to the Broward County Medical Examiner's Office, former Wellington Community High School math teacher Charles Miglio, 54, died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The Broward County Medical Examiner's Office told the local news that the cause of death for Miss Maglio is intraoral gunshot wound, and the manner is suicide. So he stuck the gun in his mouth.
Oh, I was about to say, that means it went in his mouth.
Yeah, he put the gun in his mouth and shot himself.
Wow.
Maglio was arrested in September after an alleged sexual relationship with a 16-year-old student. According to the arrest affidavit, the investigation started last December after flowers were sent to a Tijuana Flats restaurant where the victim worked. The restaurant manager called the flower shop and said that the name Charles Maglio came up. He then called the principal at the Wellington Community High School, who contacted the victim's grandmother. Now, I mean, thank you for that, but why he was all in the business like that?
Mind your goddamn business.
Right. The restaurant manager, according to the affidavit, the teen contacted Charles that night and gave him a heads up about a possible investigation. She said she deleted all their text messages and was sure he did the same. When questioned, she said, "I don't want him to get in trouble. I'm in love with him." The teen said she met Maglio at Wellington High School, where she was a student and he was a teacher.
How old is he?
He was 54. She was 16.
What are you reading?
According to the affidavit, she began to visit him in his classroom after school because she was looking for a mentor, fatherly figure, but it escalated. The victim said the pair then began communicating on social media, and then they had sex several times at his apartment. The victim said she slept over at the apartment several times and left clothes and a toothbrush there. She said they were both aware that they were doing was wrong. She said it feels right to them. I get it. I've done the same. It felt right.
Number, and she continued to persist, allegedly, even though he was becoming so uncomfortable that he was on the verge of a panic attack.
She was raping him?
A 35-year-old office secretary
this
at
is a
Miami
wrong story.
Killen Senior High School
Oh, no.
arrested, facing felony charges. Miami-Dade
is it.
police say Vanessa Vigil continually persisted in pursuing a romantic relationship with a 16-year-old student.
This is a
the
different
alleged
case.
flirtatious behavior.
This is a Black woman who was pursuing a relationship with a young boy. This one I'm reading is about the old man.
Is this what's happening? Like everybody's effing these babies? Like no, seriously. What are you doing at 54 years old? What are you talking? What is it that you find sexy on a 16-year-old? Like what? And then when you took her to your apartment the first time and y'all started kissing, you didn't say this is somebody's baby child. This could be my baby child.
They said they both knew that it was wrong.
Oh wow.
This could be his grandchild.
This could be his great-grandchild.
But they said after the victim was questioned, detectives obtained a warrant where they went to his apartment. They found her clothes. Months later, detectives said they set up a call between the victim and him where he told her that he missed her and he loved her. Last month, detectives said test results came back that showed that Maglio's DNA on underwear that was worn by the victim and retrieved from his apartment. He was arrested and charged with unlawful sexual activity with a minor, an offense against a student by an authority figure. He posted $20,000 bond and was released from jail, and then went home and killed himself.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that is terrible.
Guilt.
That is terrible. So now what's she gonna do now? She's probably gonna kill herself too. That's what I thought too, because she loved him, and I feel like she was the aggressor.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Yeah. Oh wow.
More news out of Florida.
Well, Florida is crazy.
Florida is crazy. An ex-Florida GOP lawmaker who sponsored the so-called "Don't Say Gay" bill has been sentenced to prison.
Yes, he has. He should have been
Don't
long
say
time.
gay in there.
A federal judge on
Boy, I tell you,
A federal judge on Thursday sentenced to prison a former Florida state legislator who catapulted to national attention for being the sponsor of a bill barring classroom instructions about sexual orientation and gender identity that was called by critics the "Don't Say Gay" bill. Former Rep. Joe Harding, who pleaded guilty in March to one count each of wire fraud, money laundering, and making false statements as part of a scheme to fraudulently obtain a $150,000 federal COVID-19 relief loan.
How much?
$150,000.
White people do PPP fraud too.
Boy, I tell you, if we get another pandemic, a couple years later, y'all gonna hear about me too. Y'all gonna hear about me too, because I am scamming.
He was sentenced to 4 months in prison. The U.S. District Judge Alan Wensor, who was appointed to the bench by former President Donald Trump, also sentenced Harding to 2 years of supervised release following his prison sentence. Court records show that Harding is scheduled to surrender to authorities on January 29th. So he got he can live out the rest of his year. He's only serving 4 months.
Oh, he's fine.
It's only 4 months. He's fine.
I mean, that's all you. I'm sure that he has used the money for some. Like, that's what I understand. It's not like we don't got it.
Right.
Like those people that was being ridiculous and buying Lambos and Hambos and Hummers and things like that. Okay, they got to. Y'all just give it back.
Right.
Give it back. We put it on low sale, be like used car sale. Y'all just got to give it back.
I got one pandemic unemployment check, right? Remember when they was giving out the extra $600? Mm-hmm. So I got one check for $929 one time.
Mm-hmm.
You know they took my state taxes. Y'all took my state taxes for
give me that
$929, but y'all gonna give these people all kind of $150,000. Give me back my $920.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all crazy.
Is y'all crazy?
That is crazy. This is a very, very sad story that I've been seeing on social media. U.S. man wrongfully imprisoned for 16 years has been shot and killed by police. He served 16 years in jail for being wrongfully imprisoned. They released him, and then a couple months later, he was shot and killed by
black
police.
man, right?
Black
Yeah.
man.
Why did they? What happened?
A black man who spent 16 years in prison after being wrongfully convicted of a violent crime was shot and killed by police in Georgia on Monday. Leonard Cure, 53, was killed after a sheriff's deputy pulled him over in southeastern Georgia's Camden County early on Monday morning. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation is examining the shooting. Cure was released from prison in Florida in 2020 after a conviction review unit exonerated him of robbing a drugstore in 2003. The Innocence Project of Florida represented Cure in his exoneration case. The group's executive director, Seth Miller, said he was devastated by the news of his death. "I can only imagine what it's like to know your son is innocent and watch him be sentenced to life in prison, to be exonerated and then be told that once he's been freed, he's been shot dead." The GBI said in a statement that Cure's vehicle was stopped by the deputy at around 7:30 a.m. in Camden County. The statement said the deputy had initiated a traffic stop, but the GBI did not give the reason for the stop. Cure got out of the car at the deputy's request. Cure complied with the officer's commands until learning that he was under arrest. The GBI statement said the deputy shocked Cure with a stun gun after not complying with the deputy's requests. In its statement, the GBI accused Cure of assaulting the deputy, who shocked Cure with a stun gun a second time and struck him with a collapsible baton, which law enforcement officers are often equipped. However, Cure still did not comply, the GBI statement alleged. The deputy pulled out his gun and shot Cure. The GBI said emergency medical technicians treated Cure, but he later died. Cure's killing was the 80th officer involved shooting in Georgia so far this year, according to the GBI.
You said 80th?
80th. And it was the fourth police shooting in the past week. Jesus. In June, Cure was granted $817,000 in compensation for his conviction.
$817,000
for serving 16 years on a wrongful conviction.
817. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow.
Way more than that.
He should give that man $1.5 million.
Because that's what I'm trying to count. Like
$1.6 million is what he should have gotten.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
for his conviction and imprisonment, along with educational benefits. Miller said Cure, who lives in a suburb of Atlanta, received the money in August. Cure's conviction in the 2003 drugstore armed robbery came from a second jury after a previous one deadlocked. Cure was sentenced to life in prison because he had previous convictions for robbery and other crimes. They gave him life in prison for a robbery. This is life.
Because he committed a couple of robberies before. Did he ever kill anybody?
Never killed anyone.
How the hell do you get life in prison for a robbery? Like, who for what? Like, what did I rob that was so detrimental to people's survival?
Yeah. He in 2020, the Broward County State Attorney's Office of Conviction Review Unit asked the judge to release Cure from prison. The review unit said it found troubling revelations that Cure had solid alibis, which were previously disregarded, and no physical evidence or solid witnesses actually putting him at the scene. He was released that April after his sentence was modified. In December 2020, a judge vacated his conviction and sentence. I'm looking forward to putting this situation behind me and moving on with my life, he said, and then was killed.
That's terrible.
Shortly after.
That is trauma for a mom. For everybody.
Everybody.
You put this boy in jail for something he didn't do. Then he come out and some trigger happy cop wants to shoot him because he didn't come. Did he have a gun?
He didn't have a gun. He didn't have a weapon. Nothing. He shot and killed him.
I simply just didn't want to comply with you, so you're going to shoot and kill me? Wow. Yeah. Must be interesting.
And now we're going down into our WTF type things. A mom accused of throwing teen sex parties allegedly searched online for good books with young sex.
Tell me.
That's what she searched for. That's what she put into the search. Shannon O'Connor, 49, has been charged with 39 criminal counts, including felony, child abuse, sexual assault, and providing alcohol to minors. She was having teen sex parties. The California woman, who police allege hosted alcohol-fueled sex parties for her son and his friends, is accused of searching online for good books with young sex, hot 16-year-old teenage girls, and other contents that sexualized teens. Why don't people stop looking on the computer? Why don't people go into incognito? If you go into incognito, can they still search your history and see what?
I don't think so. Second of all, they just still got an encyclopedia or something like that.
That's go to the library and look for it. Don't search for it on the.
But what is it? What was she saying for good books with young sex? Like
good books with young sex and hot 16-year-old teenage girls.
Like what is it that you need to read about? Like if you know how to have sex. What is it that you want to make fun for a 16-year-old teenage girl that you would need to Google it?
Why you wouldn't just go look at porn?
Why wouldn't you just use your brain? You know that the penis got to go into the vagina. You know that that's got to happen. So, like, what is it that you want the book to say? Like, you know, bring out some popsicles and have and wrap them around some chips, and then you like. I don't understand what you wanted to see, what you wanted to find out. Like, you know how to have sex. What do you need a book to tell them to do?
She was charged with a slew of offenses, including sexual assault and providing alcohol to minors for allegedly hosting the parties. She allegedly encouraged sex acts among the teens, who ranged from 13 to 16 years old and sometimes watched as well. The parties took place between June of 2020 and February of 2021. She has pleaded not guilty to the charges. They filed motions with new information about the case ahead of an upcoming preliminary hearing in November 6th. Court documents first obtained by the News, which the DA's office confirmed to People, show that Google searches included good books, those two that I said, and the prettiest 16-year-old girl were found on her phone. The documents state that her phone also had multiple videos that appeared to have been downloaded from TikTok and other social media applications. The videos showed young girls who appeared to be underage.
Was she grooming them to be a pimp, maybe? Like, was she wanted to...
She was going to be a madam?
Yeah, like, maybe she wanted to maybe show them... You know, like when we had our staff meeting the other day, we pulled up a video of, you know, ways to be a good presenter and things like that. Is that what you want? Maybe she wanted to hold a workshop of ways to, you know, be a good sexer. Like, what are we doing here?
She had hosted a sleepover for 12 underage teens. We're the parents that are letting the teens go spend the night out
great question.
I don't understand
Y'all
that.
know they do this in the,
in the suburbs.
Yeah.
You know, it's
That's what
like,
they do.
oh, Mom, I'm just going across the street to Bertha's for a sex party. I'm gonna be back a little bit later.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all don't watch. Y'all need to watch scary movies.
No.
For the people that saw, what's that movie?
I don't know.
Speak
I
to
don't watch
me.
scary
Speak
movies.
to me or something like
Speak
that.
to me, Lord, because that's the only thing I want to hear.
The mother in that movie, she was like, she knew the daughter was the daughter asked her a question like, Mom, are you getting ready? She's like, I know what you about to do. You about to have a party here tonight. Don't have no party here tonight.
Don't you come in.
I don't know about that. And then this is our very last story. A man posed as a mannequin in a shop window to steal jewelry after hours.
Oh, I heard about him.
The man was posing as a mannequin, has been arrested. Police accuse him of pretending to be a mannequin to remain unnoticed and swipe jewelry after hours. He's been charged with theft and burglary and faces a potential prison sentence for up to 10 years. Can you put that picture up there on the screen of him standing there?
I saw this on the
like a
news
mannequin.
this morning.
22-year-old man in Warsaw has been arrested after posing as a mannequin to dodge security cameras at a shopping mall, police said. The authorities did not disclose when the incidents occurred. The unnamed suspect waited until the mall closed to steal from a jewelry stand. The suspect remained motionless until he believed it was safe, then proceeded to roam 3 different departments in the mall. Authorities released an image of the man standing still in the front of the window while he holding a bag. The 22-year-old has been accused of several incidents of pilfering food from a bar and swiping designer clothes from the mall on a different day. He was spotted on camera sneaking under a designer clothing store's partially open shutter. Security personnel eventually spotted the man, leading to his capture and arrest. Look at him sneaking under the door. He's been charged with theft and burglary and faces a potential prison sentence of up to 10 years. Authorities said the man had previously committed thefts at another mall where he waited after closing time to take money from cash registers. This isn't the first time someone has resorted to blending in with mannequins to steal from a store. In 2016, 2 thieves blended in with the store mannequins and waited until the store closed before stealing designer clothing worth 10,000 pounds, around $12,000 at today's exchange. In 2012, Rome police arrested a trio of men who attempted to pass themselves off as mannequins.
All of us holding hands in the window. Don't move, don't move, don't move.
At a designer clothing store after the break-in was heard and reported by a neighbor. Warsaw police did not immediately respond to requests for comment. But look at this fool standing up in the window pretending to be a mannequin holding a bag.
I like it. So do malls at the end of the day do like a sweep and look under things to see if anybody is hiding there, like in the bathrooms and stuff like that?
I don't know. I mean, you would think that they should. They probably will now, but that's crazy. Remember the movie Mannequin? And the girl was coming by that night?
That was a good movie.
Have you guys heard of the dude that lived in the Providence Mall for 4 years?
No.
I feel like I do remember that.
There was a gentleman that there was a.
I don't know if it was 4 years.
There was a room that they had, and so Providence Mall is not relatively new. It's not that old, but when they were building it, there was a room that they kind of like forgot about, and somebody found it, and there was somebody that was living in there for 4 years.
Oh,
man.
it's right here. This was back in January 2023.
A
A man lived in a shopping center for 4 years after making secret flat an unused room.
The thing that I found says a man has claimed that he lived in a secret apartment inside a shopping center for 4 years as a means of protest against property development.
Oh.
Michael Townsend and 7 other artists occupied the 750 square foot underground space in Providence Place, Rhode Island from 2003 to 2007, thanks to a chance discovery. Wow.
How decided that it would be his responsibility? How did they do it? How did they not get caught? He said the buildings, a hangover from the Industrial Revolution, had become a utopia for artists where the cheap space created the time and culture for artists to produce the most incredible artwork. How did y'all stay in there without being detected?
I don't know. The animated story of a group of artists known as Tremorkind, who secretly built and furnished a 750 square foot studio apartment, is an unused space formed by store walls inside the Providence Place Mall from 2003 to 2007. That's crazy.
They said the mall in itself is outrageous. It is a 9-story building. It's on 13 acres
It is
of
huge.
space. It is so large that it is nestled between the main highway and past our city and our city itself. So when you drive past, you just seen the mall. If you build a building that big, there will be many spaces that are unused. For us, we had watched the mall get built, and I personally watched the construction on almost daily basis because I ran by it every day. So I was able to keep track of some odd little anomalies, spaces that were not stores, parking garages, but things that lived in between all those useful spaces. And one had an opening in its exterior that was wide enough to easily get through, so I could get into this unutilized space, 750 square feet of undeveloped private space. It
How
was
big
window.
Is that? How big is this room?
It was like this room.
Yeah, it's like
this room.
750, like
Yeah.
a little, like it's two
That's
rooms.
a good. That's a good
size.
It was windowless, lifeless concrete, very industrial, not designed to be comfortable in any way. That said, myself and my comrades are all repeat offenders of moving into mill spaces that are big and industrial and making them into our homes. We see a big empty space and think, aha, we can make this work. So we saw this and thought it was perfect. And he's a professional tape artist. What the hell is that?
Wow, that's cool. Wow. Everybody's so creative.
Yeah, man. Bought in the China hutch. So we bought in this 6.5 China hutch with all glass intact. Kind of all ode to the homes we had all. Oh, they really made it into a house. Wow. That's dope.
4
I'm
years.
going to read this whole thing because it's mighty long. It is a long article. But for 4 years, you lived in a mall undetected. That's dope.
Good for you.
Good. Yeah, that is dope. How much you save on rent? Amazing.
A damn lot. That's what they was protesting. That's
We're
what
going to
they
go to a very quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in a few moments with our entertainment news.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Canna Fans high-profile Bodega Cannabis shop is now serving Boston in 3 locations. Be sure to stop by Dorchester, Roslindale, and Roxbury for the best prices on OZs and J's. Not to mention edibles, carts, concentrates, and more. Download the high-profile app on the App Store or Google Play to keep up to date on Boston's best bundles. Experience the best prices and see how we roll at High Profile Bodega. Visit highprofilecannabis.com for additional details.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information. The all-new Spark FM.
You're the baddest one.
Spark FM. You are now listening to Spark FM. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Oh, yes, you kindly. Miss Jolie, now your mango sweet.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
To love you forever. Hey, love now. I'll me forever. Yes. Hello. That's a good song. I want to get married to that song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
That's good, huh?
What happened? Where's Tevin Campbell at?
Is that good? Made Sauce want to get married.
Just
Now
this song.
that's
This
different.
song. I don't want to have a marriage. I just want to get married.
Oh,
you see what I mean? You see what I say there? Actor Matthew McConaughey. He's still fine. He always looked like a fine,
musty man.
Yeah, like he lives in the jungle, like he's on Survivor all the time. Actor McConaughey was granted 5-year restraining order against an alleged stalker. What the stalker was doing?
Stalking him because he fallen.
Page Six reported that the woman was not present and asked for a continuance, but was denied because the judge had already granted her more time and didn't find any good cause for the delay in hearing. Basically, stop stalking that man because you are crazy. Sources close to Matthew says he knew children and families would be at the event and he wanted to keep everyone safe. Things escalated last month when he learned that she'd bought a ticket to a photo op event in Los Angeles for his children's book just because Matthew claimed it was alarming. She planned to travel hundreds of miles just to see her. Matthew, she's a fan. Leave her alone. She just wants to see you. So I don't know. Well, that's sad. Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Nice restraining order. Lupita Nyong'o says deception behind her split from Salima Masakila. I find myself in a season of heartbreak.
This is so sad. Didn't they just get married last year?
I believe so. And it was hush hush, right?
No, they put out there was a whole bunch of things that they put out. I remember there was the cutest little video that they made of like their outfits on their honeymoon.
Oh, yes.
All kinds of stuff. And now what's the deception?
After dating for more than a year, she broke the news, she says, to help someone else presently in the grip of heartbreak like her. The Oscar winner took to Instagram to share a message, one that revealed that she is no longer in a relationship because she can no longer trust the person she was with.
Damn.
At this moment, it is necessary for me to share a personal truth and publicly disassociate myself from someone I can no longer trust, she wrote. After acknowledging the conflict happened in the Middle East, I find myself in a season of heartbreak because of a love suddenly and devastatingly extinguished by deception. I am tempted to run into the shadows and hide, only to return to the light when I have regained my strength enough for me to say, whatever, my life is better this way. But I am reminded that the magnitude of the pain I am feeling is equal to the measure of my capacity to love. And so I am choosing to face the pain, cultivating the courage to meet my life exactly as it is, and trusting that this too shall pass.
Felt.
There you go.
Felt.
There you have it.
She went on to say that
she ain't done. Wow.
We have had enough.
Wow.
Condolences to her and her fiance, and we wish them the best. And her husband. We wish them the best in this light. I heard that she's now dating a nice white man who broke up with his black wife.
Joshua Jackson.
Yes. Shortly thereafter.
The next article.
Joshua Jackson and Lupita together after respective tweet.
I had the wrong.
No, it's two stories. First,
okay.
she broke up, and now she got a husband. Now she got a man, and he just broke up with his black wife,
who looks just like Lupita.
Who looks just like Lupita. I think they was both the Doja Melange as well.
Yes, they both look like Doja Melange.
Yeah, they was both.
So this is the guy from Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Queef. That's the porn version.
Oh, she left the black man.
She left her husband, who was black, and he left his wife, who was black.
And now they
together.
Now they nice.
And now they both dating white people.
No, they dating each other.
He's still dating a black woman.
He's into the black women,
and she's an equal opportunity lover.
Indeed.
That's like me. Young Blue was arrested after alleged battle over custody.
That story is crazy.
Victim says that he body slammed her.
Body slammed.
You know, I often think body slamming somebody and people.
Listen.
Because,
whoa, get back. Body slamming isn't always bad.
In college, true story, in college, I got body slammed on the cafeteria table because this one disgruntled boy body slammed me on the table.
What happened?
So I wasn't. Well, you guys know I wasn't dating.
Body slammed on the table.
Yeah, boy, I got suspended like almost 3 times in college. I was whippersnapper.
This was in college?
This was in college.
David
Greenwich. He had a crush on me, and one day we was all sitting at the cafeteria table, and my crush walked by, and I was like, ooh, and he got mad, and we started arguing. Next thing I knew, I was slammed on the table.
Damn.
And he did get suspended from that.
We didn't press no charge?
No, it wasn't like it was like I fought him. I did fight him after. I fought him hard. I jumped on his face and attacked him.
Oh.
After that. You know, I ain't no punk bitch.
You was a spider monkey.
I did. I jumped on him like a spider monkey, and I went out. He apologized profusely. What? You like that?
I like a little body slam every now. And see, and this is why my story, for those who knows it, is crazy. Because it's like, I like that. How dare you take advantage of that?
That looks nice to me.
So anyhow,
so Young Blue is accused of attacking a woman, an incident at the center of an alleged custody dispute involving a 10-year-old child. The Hall County Sheriff's Office in GA tells TMZ Hip Hop officers responded to a 911 call from a woman on October 15th to a home, and when deputies arrived, they say the woman told them that Blue, real name Jeremy Biddle, had shown up at the residence unannounced with the intent to take the 10-year-old child with him. The woman says an argument ensued, and she told deputies Blue picked her up and threw her to the ground, causing injuries to her right arm and hip. She says the Your Mind's Still rapper left with the child, but returned shortly after and then left again. We're told the EMS crews evaluated the woman for any injuries, but she refused to be transported to the hospital. Our sources said Blue later agreed to meet with the deputies in person and was subsequently arrested for misdemeanor battery. The 29-year-old was booked into the Hall County Jail just after 2:30 a.m. on Sunday morning and was released a few days later after posting $2,400 bail.
I think that's wild. And crazy. Speaking of that, though, I was reading an article yesterday. This young boy, 18 years old, attacked this Asian woman. I don't know where it was. Attacked her, was robbing her, and it was called jugging. Jugging.
Yeah.
They followed her for 24 miles. She was going on a trip. She went to the ATM and withdrew some money. Him and this 18-year-old girl. They followed her for 25 miles and then went and attacked her and stole her money. Mm-hmm. And in the attack, he picked her up and body slammed her, paralyzed her from the waist down.
Paralyzed her from the waist down?
Paralyzed from the waist down, and they stole her money.
Oh my God.
So now they've been arrested, and I think that he's facing like a really long prison sentence.
This is when we should face life in prison. Why you do that? Why'd you do that?
Crazy. I don't know where I read that story yesterday. It was wild. Yeah.
Where is that? Like Philly or Cali?
Somewhere. It wasn't here, but it was somewhere. It's I don't know, jugging. What is it called? Jugging?
Let me tell y'all, man. These other states like Philly and Cali and Texas and stuff, they're getting out of hand. Florida, the teens over there are doing craziness.
Yeah, so it's I can't find two teens arrested in a jugging case that left mom paralyzed. This happened in March of this year. 2 teenagers have been arrested in connection with an attack that left the victim paralyzed from the waist down. I'm only finding YouTube stories about it. I'm not finding.
Typically, what a jugger is like, they're following you to the bank.
Mm-hmm.
They follow you wherever you are, and then they follow you to your house, and like, as soon as you get to your house, they'll come and attack you and everything like that, at gunpoint, whatever.
Oh, I found it. It was in Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's terrible.
I think there's video of it. The Houston. Let me.
Of him body slamming her?
I don't think I want to see that video.
I don't know. I'm gonna put it down here.
That's horrible.
Yeah, the Houston Police Department is looking for the suspect. They found him, though, in a violent robbery that left a woman paralyzed. He body slammed the victim to the ground. According to the Houston police, on February 13th, 44-year-old was walking into a shopping center with the male robber approached her and grabbed her in an attempt to take an envelope of cash. She dropped her belongings to the ground, including 2 envelopes. Surveillance video shows the man grabbed one of them and started to leave until he realized he had the wrong envelope. He quickly turned back to Trong, picked her up, and threw her to the ground. He then took the envelope containing the cash and fled.
Why did he have to throw? Why didn't he just? Did she have pick up the envelope herself and he was getting? Why'd you pick her up and slam her? Why'd you just take the envelope and freaking go?
I don't know. There definitely is video of it right here.
Show it, Tristan. Let me see.
What video? What?
Yes, of him body slamming her.
I see that lady break
You can't really see it. You can't really see what he does. You just see because it's off to the corner, but you do see him pick her up and throw her down. They have made an arrest in that case.
That's
Yeah.
gross.
Yep. Yeah.
Freaking gross.
Jugging.
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 It says jugging. J-U-G-G.
I know what it said. Don't sound like the white people. It's called jugging.
Come in.
Because we just use jugging for something that is not.
I know. Jugging does mean sexy time, Tristan. It
Jugging
means
is
sexy.
nice. Jugging is not nice. All right.
I like
we
it.
went far away from wherever we went. Where we was. Where was
DJ
we?
Envy.
No. I think we did this story before.
No, they raided hot the Breakfast Club.
Good morning, Bobby Steels.
Morning, Bobby
I ain't
Steels.
I ain't watching this.
Oh, I'm watching it. Oh,
You can't see it.
she was fighting though. I'm not
I
fighting
think
nobody
we did
for
see
no
this
money.
before.
Oh, damn.
I think we did see this. Nope.
No, we didn't see this. We didn't see this.
He didn't seem like he
that
slammed
a
her
pass?
that
Yeah,
hard,
I
though.
know. I wonder if he just slammed her on a weird angle.
Yeah. That's him.
All you gotta do is hit one thing in that
That's
spot.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's terrible. I wouldn't have. If somebody comes to, let me tell you, if somebody come to rob me, they're gonna have to take everything because I am not fighting you.
If
I
somebody
have a
come to rob
failure
me, they
drive.
just practicing. I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got.
nothing.
I got a cool $20 bill in my pocket, in my purse. If you want that, then you can have it. And all the credit cards is at the limit. You can't get away with them. They won't even let you go past the limit. They declining that shit. So
Exactly.
Don't get yourself embarrassed.
I never have cash.
Didi said, if they pick her up, good luck. Stupid.
DJ Envy, feds reportedly seize equipment from iHeart offices amid fraud investigation. This remind me back in the day of like the big cities and the B-87s when they used to get robbed and things like that.
They used to get raided.
Yes, raided. Breakfast Club. I didn't think this could happen at the Breakfast Club. That's terrible. Breakfast Club host NV business partner arrested. Feds visit iHeartRadio office. Federal agents reportedly visited DJ Envy's place of employment and removed electronic equipment in connection to their investigation of Envy and his business partner Cesar Pena. According to United States Attorney's Office announced on Wednesday, Envy's business partner, Cesar Pena, arrested for his role in a multi-million-dollar real estate fraud scheme that Envy helped promote. Pena, 45, has been charged by complaint with one count of wire fraud. He pleaded not guilty and was released on a $1 million bond. Plain and simple, the defendant ran a fraudulent scheme.
So that means you have to pay $500,000 to get them out, right?
Yeah, because you go to 5% or something.
Because it's half.
Is it? No, I think it's on 10%
Who was
or some shit. Yeah.
He was arrested?
Yeah, he's
Pena,
arrested.
not
Pena,
Envy.
not Envy. They just
okay.
raided iHeart where Envy worked and took his computers and stuff. They falsely represented the nature of their business and lied about potential investment returns to bilk unsuspecting victims out of millions. Today's arrest
10%.
highlights IRS criminal investigation and our law enforcement partners and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that was today.
Oh,
That was
today.
yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Okay.
So, yeah, they raided it. That's terrible. That's
awful.
terrible.
So they
Take
had
that
to pay,
man computer.
$100,000 for him to get out.
Oh, wow.
Shout out Steve on the check-in, 10%.
It's him and his wife, right?
Who?
That they arrested?
Pena and his wife?
Oh,
No,
is
they
it?
ju- they just
No, I just think it's
arrested
just
his wife.
Pena.
Oh, okay.
Sexy Red catches heat for twerking while pregnant, and I think we're all twerking while pregnant. If Rihanna could do it, Sexy Red could do it too. Leave that girl alone.
Yeah, I didn't understand what
Stop
that
it. I don't understand what, like people choose, pick and choose. We saw Rihanna do it. We saw Cardi B do it. We saw Beyonce do it. We saw all of them doing. This is no, just because she sang a song about Pound Town, she clearly got pounded into the town. And now she's just having fun and entertaining the masses.
I think that this is all a part of the Sexy Red campaign for her to be famous. And it's just like everything she does, let's make a big deal out of it.
I mean, it looks
Is this her twerking when she was here in Boston?
Yeah.
Can you see it again?
Yeah. We're gonna show you.
Is it struggle twerk?
It is struggle. It doesn't even look. It's not a good twerk. It's no Megan Thee Stallion knees twerk. It's just like if I was twerking in my house.
Oh my gosh, did you see Megan Thee Stallion twerking yesterday on something? I was like, get it, Megan. Ew.
She got to go.
Whoa.
Oh, and then she's doing the chingy.
She got to go.
Oh.
You know, and she's tired. On top of that, when you twerk, I feel like you should have a good twerk. She is tired. She's in her first trimester of pregnancy. Sexy Red, you deserve to take some time out to take care of you and your health of your baby unborn child.
And doesn't that count as negligence to your unborn child for you to be out there doing all of that?
She's got to practice self-care. She's got to go, do it.
She needs care.
She do.
You.
In great news, Drake is giving away some hot chicken sandwiches on his birthday. Worldwide for his birthday. I'm there.
Is it Dave's hot chicken though?
Freaking Dave's hot effing chicken.
Nobody don't want that.
Drake's philanthropy takes on a range of different forms, which are almost always impossible to anticipate. And the grand gesture he is making for fans on this birthday continues this tradition. On Wednesday, Drizzy announced a one-time giveaway with Dave's Hot Chicken for his big day on October 24th. Oh, that's my daddy's birthday.
Daddy and Drake have the same birthday.
My daddy is Drake.
OMG.
As the Toronto native turns 37, like you, Tristan. Restaurant locations across the world will hand out a free crispy chicken slider or tender to those who download the fast food chain's app on their phone.
One tender?
One little powder tender.
Ugh.
The October 24th celebration is going on locally and at every Dave's Hot Chicken from coast to coast. That means the lines are going to be increasingly stupid.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a slider.
Yeah. Well, you can get this little baby slider or you can just get one regular chicken tender. What's that, cheese or honey mustard?
It's not worth it, honey, people. I'm telling you.
And this is no Dave's Hot Chicken. Let me go talk to the people. Before we go on, I'm going to talk to people. Who? Drake? No, they just probably paid him a lot of money to get people in his store. In the store. Because there's a Dave's Hot Chicken going up by, what was we talking about that yesterday?
By Legals and Braintree, I think.
Oh, yeah. Have y'all had Dave's Hot Chicken? Let us know. There's one over there in South Boston, South Bay. If you have not, I implore you to just try it for yourself. Never take anybody. Don't let anybody yuck your yum. If you love it, that's great.
That's true.
But just let me know what you feel about it. But how it goes is you download the app. You show them that you got the app. You can get either a chicken tender slider or one solid chicken tender.
Is purchase necessary or you could just go and get it?
No coupon or code needed. In return, they'll get a spice to order slider or tender of their heat level preference. This celebration is only available when visiting the restaurant and not online or through third-party deliveries. So y'all got to go into the store, buy one. You don't have to do nothing else but tell them that you want one of the free ass sliders for Dave.
Go on down there and get your dried chicken tender powder.
I gotta taste it one more time. I'm gonna do it one more time.
You've had it twice though.
I know, but maybe I've had the wrong things. I don't know.
Not have it
because you've had it too, so that's 3 opinions. So I don't know.
Yeah, I've only had it once in the first, and that was grand opening day. So maybe they needed, to let it marinate. I don't know. I'll see.
And speaking of Meg Thee Stallion, she has settled her lawsuit with her former label. We do know that she's going to be producing and everything and marketing everything herself on this upcoming album. So the settlement ends an ugly years-long dispute that included allegations of 1501 Certified Entertainment trying to intimidate the rapper. Megan Thee Stallion and her former record label 1501 Certified Entertainment has settled their year-long legal dispute. And that's all I got there.
She got a lot of legal stuff
all the time. Megan is in the courts. She is in the courts. Yes. And that's all we got. But while we were here, we just wanted to do a quick little introduction. If you don't know, now you know. We have one of our new broadcasters in here today. He goes by the name of Bobby Steve. Bop. Come on in. on the mic. You can stay on that one. Your mic is right there, pulling in front of you. Welcome, Bobby Steels, to the Spark FM family. How are you?
What's happening?
What's going on? What a guan, rude boy?
Nah, guan, man. Medea.
Yeah. So, Bobby Steels, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in this DJing game?
Oh, man. A long time.
Ever.
So you're a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, we could say that.
You're a seasoned veteran. Yeah, I like that.
I've been around the city.
This is not his first rodeo.
You know?
Bobby Steele's been a DJ since I was a child.
Yeah.
Y'all know I was. No, we like the same age.
We're the same. We was born on the same.
But we was both children when he started.
The ages out of that one.
Yeah. So Bobby Steels will be occupying the airwaves every Monday through Thursday from 11 to 1 o'clock. So after this lovely show, Saucy and Friends in the Morning, you'll be entertained by the fine tunes and announcements by Mr. Bobby Steels every Monday through Thursday, 11 to 1 o'clock. So you guys got more things to listen to. Y'all don't got to go nowhere because Spark FM will keep you in the know.
That's right.
All day.
That's
Yes, Bobby, we've known you for a long time. We followed your career. So we're really, really excited to have you here at Spark FM Online.
Glad to be here. It's going to be great.
Any things that we should be expecting in your new show?
Just keeping it rolling. I love to interview. I know a lot of cats and it's a lot of artists, a lot of DJs, a lot of sounds, a lot of people in the city. So I'm ready for that. Bringing some folks in and. I keep a lot of showcases along with the Reggae Takeover.
Yes, big shout out to Reggae Takeover, who will obviously be making some cameos in the studio all the time and things like that.
He'll be around. He'll be around.
We get to partner with them on a lot of different events too. Right. So we are stacking our programming.
That's right.
Going into the new year. So make sure that you guys are telling a friend to tell a friend that we got it here. You ain't got to go nowhere else but Spark FM. We outside.
Nowhere.
Absolutely.
Out the side.
We're here.
With that said, Bobby, we will we'll be seeing you around.
Yeah.
All of our friends and family tuning in. It is Friday. My mom says welcome, Bobby.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it.
It is Friday. You guys be safe. You guys be amazing. You guys be great. And we'll see you bright and early on Monday.
Yeah. Bye, y'all. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Cannafan's high-profile Bodega Cannabis Shop is now serving Boston in 3 locations. Be sure to stop by Dorchester, Roslindale, and Roxbury for the best prices on OZs and J's. Not to mention edibles, carts, concentrates, and more. Download the high-profile app on the App Store or Google Play to keep up to date on Boston's best bundles. Experience the best prices and see how we roll at High Profile Bodega. Visit highprofilecannabis.com for additional details.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
The all-new Spark FM.
You're the baddest one.
Spark FM. You are now listening to Spark FM. Spark FM.
Switch dog. That's what they mean if you kill dog. Goose, I get you with the 17.